Hey, everybody, Smaug the DM here, and today, you guys are getting it. You guys are getting it. So, I'm not gonna rush into this really crazy, but I want to say this before we start. The way that I did this 100 sub special is it's a top 13 list. And I'm putting this in air quotes because, well, it's just... There's really only 6 things I could make into a list. And the rest is not really in any particular order. So what I've done with this special is that there are movies, the 6 movies that are in order, and then there's just moments from those movies that I enjoy as all hell. So, consider it what you will. Consider it what you will. But today is a special treat for everybody, including you guys. You guys, thank you so much for everything. It's been an amazing ride so far. And we're just getting right into this. The top 13 favorite, and at least my personal favorite, Jurassic Park / World films. Let's begin this list, shall we? Number 6. JP3, Jurassic Park 3. Oh, this is by far the worst. This is the worst of them, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is really, really bad film, okay? JP3, in a nutshell, all you need to do is just straight up avoid it. Alright? I mean, technically now it's a part of canon lore, but it makes no goddamn sense in anything other than, okay, we brought in some cool-ass dinosaurs, especially the Spinosaurus, but, and I'm gonna say this justly, because the moment that I picked from this film just so happens to be updated along with the DPG website, or the Dinosaur Protection Group's website. But beforehand, the reason why anybody enjoyed this film was, first off, the Spinosaurus. If you were a fan of the Spinosaurus, okay, fine. Granted, it was okay to see a new predatory dinosaur that's bigger than T-Rex, but that fight was not executed very well. But I'm not even going to go into that. I'm not going to go into this. What is my favorite moment from this film? Well, this is kind of difficult, actually, because there are a couple of funny moments that I do enjoy from this flick, but there's, I think, particularly one scene that is by far the best, and I think everybody else watching this would agree, and it's the InGen building. Now, before the DPG put anything out, it was all up to the imagination as to what the hell was over there. It was unique and bizarre, and it was mysterious. Even the music was very, very generally creepy. Like, you almost got this vibe of, like, you shouldn't be there. And I like this moment a lot. I really do like this moment. Because at the time, we didn't know anything. And we were still, like, debating on whether or not it was, like, there was some kind of experimentation during Jurassic Park's production, something like that. We didn't know. We did not know. Until the DPG came out and basically told the world, yo, this is where they created the Spinosaurus because of some act that didn't allow new animals to be created, so new animals were created anyways illegally. So JP3, just by far the worst. Don't bother even watching it. If you do, however, enjoy it, leave it down in the comments below. I'm really curious as to seeing what you think about it personally. Number 5, Jurassic World 3. Whatever the hell it'll be called later on, I'm sure it will not stay Jurassic World 3. I will guarantee you that. But if it does, then okay, granted, that'll be a nice little wink back to JP3. But why so low on this list? No, sorry, this one already this far low on the list. Well, let's put it to this. It could go any direction it just so happens to be. And look, not to spoil anything possibly for the next film, but I believe it's going to be a roundup film. Like it was in the beginning of The Lost World, with the InGen hunters gathering all the dinosaurs up on Sorna. But instead, it's a California roundup of all the dinos. And to possibly give them back to this Paradise Island, if you will, from Fallen Kingdom. I believe that's what's going to happen. But if that doesn't happen, sorry guys, I'm already saying this forward out. If I'm wrong, just put it down there, because I will probably put it down there with my own skepticism of it. But anyways, I put it down that far on the list because I don't know. We all don't know how bad or how good this film's going to be or what its story is going to be. So I just put it on that list because I needed to mention it, that this is the last film, period, that they're going to do. So it's on the list. Done. Let's move on. Number 4. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Okay. The new flick I kind of liked. However, here's the problem with it. And I kept saying, I should have said this when I did my review, so to speak. I'm putting that in air quotes. Review of Fallen Kingdom. I should have said this, because there was a lot of, like, hidden references. You really needed to think. You didn't... Let's think about this. Let me say you this. Forget it, it's about dinosaurs. Forget about it. Don't, just pretend the dinosaurs aren't there. Imagine they're animals or something like that, and then it's a Frankenstein movie on the other half of the flick. I know it sounds bizarre, it's weird to think of it like that, but trust me, it gets more complicated than that with Fallen Kingdom. That, and you needed to read the novels. You needed to read both novels, because the director who did this movie absolutely took a lot of references from the novels, which a whole lot of people did not get, and that I totally understand that. If you never knew about Michael Crichton's books, then it's completely understandable. But for the most part, this was a good flick. This was like I said before, what they tried to do for The Lost World. But it was just, I feel like it was a little too pushed with all of this, hidden meanings within the film. There's a lot of hidden meanings within Fallen Kingdom, which is great for it, but on the other hand, for the general public watching it, especially here in the US, where we don't have brains, essentially, we hated it. We absolutely hated it, because we really needed to think deep about it. And none of us did. We just said, it's a movie about dinosaurs. What do you want? That's all we gave two shits about. Except for me. A little. it took me a while. I had to take at least a couple more watches of Fallen Kingdom in the theater itself to understand it. And then I'm going, oh. Then I had my light bulb moment there. It took me several tries, but that's what it is. Well, what's my favorite moment from this new flick? Now, of course, with YouTube and whatnot being freaking buttholes when it comes to putting any kind of new movies out on the internet, let me just say you this. If there's one thing, and I do mean one thing Fallen Kingdom did right, it's gonna break my heart saying it. They did the saddest scene hands down. There is no other sad moment in the whole franchise that is going to get rid of it. None. That I'm putting my foot down on this one. This was indeed the saddest moment, and I'm just gonna let the clip do its thing, even though, for the most part, its effect has weared off a bit. Sorry. I'm sorry. It gets me every goddamn time. That's what happens when you grew up with all the old films and you have that first dinosaur go. Alright, I gotta move on, or otherwise I'm gonna really tear up. I'm really gonna feel bad. Alright. Number 3, Jurassic World. Okay. Holy shit. I remember the exact day, June 12th, 2015, when this movie came in the theaters, and I sat and watched it the day it came out. And you know what? I'm still goddamn happy I saw that film. Holy shit. What can I say about this film? Well, besides the epic fight at the very end, which everybody goddamn loves, and a little bit of controversy that comes from this film, I'm gonna say this. The only reason why I loved Jurassic World so much is that it's Jurassic Park if it was actually fully successful. And to me, again, growing up with the Jurassic Park films instead of this new Jurassic World stuff, like, I wanted that. I wanted that park to be successful, and that's the film I get. And some moments it set me in tears because it was just, it was so good. Like, I wanted the park to come back, and it worked until Hybrid destroyed everything. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This park was successful this whole time, yet one extremely military hybrid basically breaks the whole park. And I kind of got upset with that at the very end, because I'm like, God damn it, hold on! Please stay like this! And of course it doesn't, and we get the thing that we got there. So what's my favorite moment from this flick? I'm gonna tell you the T-Rex versus Indominus Rex versus Blue versus the Mosasaur scene is pretty goddamn good. I will give you that. But there was one moment in particular in this film, if you ignore Jimmy Fallon's little appearance, oh god, if you ignore his appearance in this flick, this next scene it just made me tear up. It made me tear up.
At all times.
Where are they?
So you've got nothing to worry about.
Oh, man.
Due to technical difficulties, all our exhibits are now closed. Please disembark all rides and return to the resort.
It's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. It's like, come on now. Come on. That's why that one's my favorite scene. It's peaceful. And I love it. Again, I love it. Alright, I'm gonna move on. Number 2. Jurassic Park itself. Look. Because I know all of you are going to say down in the comments already what number 1 is. And you're already, like, shitting on me, saying, like, Jurassic Park was the greatest film on Earth. Dude, Smaug. This was the shit. Why is Jurassic Park at number 2? Look, when I get to number 1, I'll explain why. But for right now, Jurassic Park and number 1's flick, I had a hard time picking. And I decided number 1's pick over Jurassic Park because of several reasons. But to Jurassic Park's credit, you're right. You're absolutely right, people. It is the greatest film of all time. It produced the CGI that we have today. It was a freaking masterpiece. And it made everybody love dinosaurs, including myself. I grew up with Jurassic Park a whole lot. I can give you the entire film just through quotations. I could quote the whole film without even, like, sitting there watching it. It's like, I'm a huge fan of the first movie. And it's really high up there. It's really high up there. And it just tells a basic story. Like, you create a park with extinct animals and shit hits the fan. That's it. That's really it. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a great film still to sit through and watch. And you know what? Frack. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's just say this. The music in that film, glorious. It's just like, that's the first, like, every time I listen to it, it's just like, goddamn, it's like memories. That's my kryptonite. My kryptonite is basically the Jurassic Park theme song. It's my kryptonite. So, Swords, if you're watching this, you found my weakness. You have found my weakness. But regardless, I'm gonna play this scene, even though it ties directly to the scene that I put in for Fallen Kingdom. So, I'm just gonna do it. Roll it.
Right, slow down, Nick. Slow. Stop.
I shouldn't be here. Alan, this species of Variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is about this thing. What?
It's a dinosaur.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
We can just tear up the rule book on it. Cold-bloodedness, it doesn't apply. They're totally wrong. This is a warm-bodied creature.
This thing doesn't live in a swamp.
This thing's got, what, a 25, 27-foot neck?
Brachiosaurus 30.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place. How fast are they?
Well, we clocked the T-Rex at 32 miles an hour.
T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
Oh.
Put your head between your knees.
Dr. Grant. My dear Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
They're moving in herds. They do move in herds. How'd you do this? I'll show you.
Yep, already good enough. You don't need to know. You just watch that first clip, and you know that you're instantly in. You're instantly in. And, like, goddamn. You know what? It's hard for me to put it at 2 because there are so many great moments from the original film. So what the hell's at number 1? My number 1 pick is The Lost World Jurassic Park. Okay, a lot of you are already hating me on this one. But let me explain. The Lost World, granted, is not a park, but it's a biological island full of these things. Doesn't that hint you a reference onto the channel? Okay, stop that. But I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm putting this out here now because this is the major I'm going for in college. Is conservation. This movie plays a huge part in it. Okay? I mean, Fallen Kingdom does that a little bit, like halfway through, but goddamn, this one does it a hell of a lot better. With one team just studying the animals and the dinosaurs in the natural habitat, and the other teams just trying to do the same mistake over and put the animals in San Diego. And there are a lot of great great moments in this flick. The T-Rexes trying to find their offspring in the Mommy's very angry scene. The Stegosaurs attacking Sarah Harding. The clip that I'm going to play on right now.
This is as good a place as any for base camp. That's first priority after we're finished. I want it up and running in 30 minutes. That's half an hour. Understood? Over.
Cancel that order.
What? Why?
This is a game trail, Mr. Ludlow. Carnivores hunt on game trails. Do you want to set up base camp or a buffet?
Let's find a new spot, shall we? Over and out.
Peter, if you want me to run your little camping trip, there are 2 conditions. Firstly, I'm in charge, and when I'm not around, Dieter is. All you need to do is sign the checks, tell us we're doing a good job, and open your case of scotch when we have a good day. Second condition, my fee. You can keep it. All I want in exchange for my services is the right to hunt one of the tyrannosaurs. A male, a buck only. How and why are my business. Now, if you don't like either of those 2 conditions, you're on your own. So go ahead, set up base camp right here, or in a swamp, or in the middle of a wreck's nest, for all I care. But I've been on too many safaris with rich dentists to listen to any more suicidal ideas. Okay?
Okay.
Cycle. Break off a stray from the herd and push him to the right.
Snaggers, stay ready. He's bringing them out to you.
It'll be Pacquiao. Oh, hell. Fat head with the bald spot. Fry it up.
Pachycephalosaurus. Carnivore? Huh? No. Herbivore, late Cretaceous. You see that distinctive dome skull? 9 inches of solid bone. Now careful. See, the Pachy's neck attaches at the bottom of its skull instead of the back of its head as with reptiles. So when it lowers its head, its neck lines up directly with its backbone, which is perfect for absorbing impact.
The worker village with the raptors, like the raptor introduction in the workers village, with Sarah getting pounced on. I kind of like that scene. The whole San Diego incident, as it's referred to in Jurassic Park lore, and especially this scene. I'm just gonna skip over the build-up part where the T-Rex is in the tent and whatnot, but you get this scene. You'll get this scene.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't run!
Okay. Well, anything else that I have to say to make this my number one pick? Well, this movie, there's more dinos. It's conservation related, and it's just, I mean, I get it. It's a B film, but it's like, it's a kind of a good setup from Jurassic Park. Like, you got Jeff Goldblum back. You have Sarah Harding. Just don't worry about that until later, guys. That'll be in a later film or later video. I'll promise you on that one. Why? It's just Sarah Harding. It's just goddamn Sarah Harding. But there are a lot of great characters in there, like Roland Timbo. Jesus Christ. That's a character we should have had in Fallen Kingdom, and we didn't. And that was disappointing. We had Dieter Stark, a character in Fallen Kingdom that has the same personality as Dieter Stark. And it's like, really? You brought Dieter Stark back, but not Roland Timbo? Oh. It's like, I could keep talking. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm just gonna stop because I'm gonna ramble way too long about the Lost World, and it's just gonna be terrible. Because I'm gonna say some things that may piss off a lot of you, so I'm just gonna quit it right there. I really am just gonna quit it. But yeah, trust me, guys, when I said I took a while to make this. This was not easy for me. Because personally, you know, I would just say, well, I love all of these movies. And except for JP3, in this case, all the films I absolutely love to death. Which is why I could never give you a review of all these films properly. Because I love them too much. I mean, it's very hard for me to criticize these films. And except for maybe the new films, which are a little bit easier for me to criticize, because it's like, I get it. I'm used to the old films, but the newer films, not so much. I could pick apart them, like every other reviewer in the United States has done. So, other than that, guys, I told you this was going to be a hard thing for me to do, but I did it. I did it. And if you actually, you know what? You guys let me know what your favorite film is from the whole franchise. I even put a post on Twitter just saying, like, what was your favorite moment, period? What is your absolutely favorite moment in the whole series? And, of course, that's difficult. Even for me to give you that answer, it is very, very difficult. But other than that, other than putting the film, your favorite film, down in the comments section and why, and possibly going on Twitter at Smaug the DM and telling me what's your favorite Jurassic moment of all time. You know, I have to really explain why there, but other than that, that'll be the end of this video. So leave a like if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you want to continue the support. And until next time, guys, I am the DM.